just want to say again, thank you. I think what I feel in doing this kind of thing is trying to reach out to all the people who are afraid, who feel helpless, and my prayer these days has been that the spirit of love and support that's here will go out to all the people who are lonely, afraid, and don't have anyone to support them, but also to the people who are afraid to act because of consequences or because they think they need weapons to support, protect them. That somehow we all need to walk through fear, walk through a feeling that I can't do anything, but it's community that helps us do that. So thank you again.
Sister?
Yes.
You going to eat anything?
Sure, yeah. I'll give us some impressions of what's happening.
Well, I think the jury selection has been difficult. At least we're going very slowly because we haven't been allowed to ask the kind of questions that can get us any feel of where the jurors are really coming from and if they formed previous opinions or not. So much of what went on this morning was just trying to state that right and get some leeway from the judge to have some back and forth with the jurers that would get some feel of them.
What would you like to ask them that the judge is not allowing you to do?
I think what we want to ask them is that, since the main issue of this trial is from our point of view, the criminality of nuclear weapons, the fact that is going to come out in a case, if they have any prejudices on the fact that we would act against nuclear weapons, would prejudice their minds, in regard to the trial. And that question is always stopped, the fact that this happens to be the central issue. The judge wants to stick to the fact it's, such and such laws have been broken according to the state of Pennsylvania, period. So that's been very difficult.
You're acting as your own attorney.
Yes, we are.
Everyone?
Everyone is. Yes, we've all gone pro se with the lawyers as our advisors.
How did that come about?
I think it came about, we would have liked to have had the lawyers to play a greater part, that we would share the defense with them, say that some of us would make opening statements, that perhaps a lawyer might help with the cross-examination or make a closing statement.
Right? All right, let's begin.
Lord, open my lips.
My mouth will proclaim your praise.
A reading from the prophet Joel. Yet even now, says the Lord, return to me with all your heart, with fasting, with weeping, and with mourning, and rend your hearts and not your garments. Return to the Lord your God, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and abounding in steadfast love, and repents of evil. Blow the trumpet in Zion, sanctify a fast, call a solemn assembly, gather the people, sanctify the congregation, assemble the elders, gather the children, even nursing infants. Let the bridegroom leave his room, and the bride her chamber. Between the vestibule and the altar, let the priests, the ministers of the Lord, weep and say, Spare thy people, O Lord, and make not thy heritage a reproach, a byword among the nations. Why should they say among the peoples, Where is their God? Then the Lord became jealous for her land, and had pity on her people. The Lord answered and said to her people, Behold, I am sending to you grain, wine, and oil, and you will be satisfied, and I will make you no more a reproach among the nations. God himself will set me free from the captor's chains.
God herself will set me free from the captor's chains.
From those who would trap me with lying words.
And from the captor's chains.
The reading